welcome to the event where we cannot afford another ticket in my Porsche. We are touring around Asia. This is round 5 at Dubai, the international layout, if you will.
Which is
none of this provincial
not
shenanigans.
the longest layout.
I am very attractive, and with me as always is the man who writes Wild West novels about some character named William the Child, Michael Magus.
That's Billy the Kid to you.
Big, wow. Only his mother calls him that.
Tobias Thierolf is at the moment on pole ahead of Thomas Ribeiro. No surprise there that those two guys are at the front of the pack. They kind of make their home up there. Rene Ermer, Gunnar Ricks, Corbian Krasminski, Henrik Andreasen, Martin Emmons, Jeff Ecott, James Butler, Joe Senna. Currently the top 10. And I do believe this is a new face to the field. Berger Mazeman.
Baby, I'm amazement the way that you make burgers all the time.
Just went 13th quickest. Any other new faces in the field? Nope. Looks like everybody else's.
Who's this?
Everybody else is the
dude?
standard fare. I do like Yuri Kurtachville's semi-American flag livery, though. That does look good. Adam Komorowski in the purple unicorn. Or the pink unicorn? Fuchsia unicorn? I don't know. We'll workshop that.
It's a duocorn. It's got a bull on the side. Technically, all cows are duocorns.
Indeed. All right, we got 19 cars here today. Morbid Apathy bringing up the... I think there's actually somebody who didn't get a lap done. Spoiler, for a change, I've done the stewarding before the commentary.
Whoa.
And I'm pretty sure that there was somebody on the grid behind Morbid. So I do think we have one additional car that did not get a lap time in. So for a change, when I get to talk about stewarding, it won't be like, well, the stewards might have to have a look at that. I can tell you exactly what the stewards like. As we hit the warm up here. And getting a little bit of an awkward camera view here of the pit wall. All right, there we go. There we go. Andy Foster is the man at the back of the field. There we go. All right, Tobias Thierolf down to Andy Foster. Here we go. Actually, it's Vic Vegas at the back of the field. Andy Foster, I think, is starting from the pit lane. Anyways, we are off. Thierolf and Ribeiro leading us down. There is Andy Foster, in fact, joining the race. So there you go. He did start from the pit lane. Thierolf leading the way. Second place for Rene Ermer. Looks like a bad start for Ribeiro. He has fallen back to third place. There's Henrik Andreasen getting a little chubby with Corby Grisby. Oh, that's Jeff Ecott off the track. And he is out of the race. I know that from the stewarding. There was a penalty there. Yuri Kurtachville earning a tier 2.
It's 5 minutes in the box for roughing.
Not much. Not really much to say about it. He just kind of he nerfed Jeff in the butt, and Jeff went in the wall. And that was kind of it. On board with Ricardo Gomes. That's Gunnar Ricks losing control of his car.
Oh, damn.
And collecting Joe Senna in the process. Also getting caught up in that was Ricardo Costa. Thomas Ribeiro moving back into second place as he overtakes Rene Ermer. On Ermer's tail is Krasminski, followed by Henrik Andreasen in the orange and black car. And then further back it is Martin Edmonds, Adam Komorowski, Yuri Kurtachville, Ricardo Gomes, and James Butler. Top 10.
What about, can you say that all?
Oh, there's Yuri off.
Oh, God. Oh, geez.
Causing a little bit of a pile up. Collects James Butler as well as a very unfortunate Ricardo Gomes. I think that's the second time he's been caught in these.
Goes for rejoin, drives man off track.
And that is a backwards facing Rene Ermer. There was a penalty there as well. Corby and Krasminski getting a tier 2 for dive bombing.
You do not need to be piloting the Stuka here on the track, yeah?
Indeed. It was one of those ones where he came from I want to say a full car length back mid-turn and smacked him in the butt. It's like, yeah, it's a penalty. That's taking the Ayrton Senna Oh, that's Yuri off again. That one didn't get reported, so we didn't look at that.
Self-report for drive bad.
Also, Morbid Apathy in all this chaos has somehow found himself up in 10th place after starting in 19th. So he's making progress. We'll just put it down. It's not necessarily stuff that he's doing, but it's working. Rene Ermer overtaking Stefan Frings for 12th place.
Also, whoever's out there driving the beverage mobile, joke's on you. I've already got a beverage.
There's Cordian, pardon me. I keep saying it like it's a B. It's D. I gotta remember that. Cordian.
Per diem.
Yep, that would work. Or like Dean Winchester.
You think he plays the accordion?
Could be. Thomas Sabero still chasing Tobias Thierolf at the front, and they are more or less alone after Krasminski and Ermer had their confrontation. Andreassen's found his way into third, followed by Edmonds, Komorowski, Mazeman, and Fran Hidalgo's up in the top 10. That's James Butler having a moment. That is also Morbid Apathy having a moment. There's another car off. Andy Foster having a moment. So the deal with this track is, of course, that being in the desert, the game has modeled a very, very dusty off-track, offline area. So anytime you get offline, you lose a lot of grip. So it makes it punishes any mistake you make very heavily. This was particularly bad back when they had the what we call the ice tire model, which is when your tires became even a little bit dirty. It was basically like driving a snowmobile around the track, which did not work well.
Awesome.
It's a little bit better now, but it's still a nasty track. It's probably why I view this as one of my least favorite tracks. It's a perfectly solid design and everything, but let's just say I believe that the Middle East was not meant to host motorsports races.
I think they should just replace all the dust with live camels.
I mean, we also do have that problem with the Losail Qatar track that F1 goes to, where it's the most demanding track on the circuit. By the way, change would lead us to Thomas Sabero taking the lead and Rene Ermer having a spin.
Turning the beat around, 'cause it's kinda dusty.
Krasminski making his way through the field, overtaking Vic Vega, who started at the very back, minus the pit lane starting Andy Foster, and has moved his way into the top 10 by just kind of keeping things clean. That is Joe Senna. We're looking at the black car on the tail of Fran Hidalgo, and that is Sabero, the race leader, off.
God dang.
Spins it around, and he's going to lose a couple spots there. He's going to rejoin behind Martin Edmonds in 4th place.
Risk iced tea.
Cordian getting very close to Joe Senna's butt there. And Fran Hidalgo making a mistake that has lost him a spot to Joe. So Joe almost got evaporated by Krasminski, but he also overtook Hidalgo. So that is a very interesting corner for him. On board with Cordian. Running in 9th place. Not sure if this is Cordian's first appearance with the series. We've had him in races before. I'm just not sure if he's been in this particular series prior.
I do know. All I know is iced tea.
Mm.
Him and the other guy driving the iced tea cars.
Yuri Kutachville in a battle with Stefan Frings. That will be a spot for the Czech driver. On board with Fran Hidalgo, who's falling back. He's lost out to Senna, Krasminski, and Rix just this lap. Now, to be clear, he was in an elevated position by having not crashed into anything. and is now being caught by cars that are, generally speaking, a little bit faster. Or at least drivers that are a little bit faster.
they wish they were a little bit taller.
Might be. Although, for all we know, Frank could be really, really short.
Michael, we seem to have a collection of Portuguese people followed by a collection of British people. Is there some sort of collusion going on here? Also, they all happen to be driving the same car?
Well, everybody's driving the same car.
That was the joke?
James Butler picking up a spot there over Vic Vega. And a little bit further back, that is Rene Ermer, who qualified in third, making his way through the field, overtaking Stefan Frings. Barrow would like to get past Martin Edmonds. And Martin would like to weaponize poutine gravy.
That'd be cool. Just like unleash a hose and just spray everybody down.
Deploy the hose!
Wait one moment while we calibrate the nozzle.
I was gonna go there, and I also had the Brock Sampson where the guy's got a gun on him. He's just, I'll shoot you. He's like, go ahead.
Private, take his sidearm. Yeah. Go ahead.
Go
Take
ahead
it from me.
I will still say the team up of Brock Sampson and Phantom Limb probably still remains the best one. How do we get past the guards? Hang on. Oh my god, my arms and my legs, they're gone. To put him out of his misery, here, give me the gun, let me do it. Ooh. Gunnar Ricks on the tail of Joe Senna. It's a battle for 8th place. So who's kind of still out of position right now? Berger Mazeman is probably the most out of position car in 6th place. He's quite a bit higher than starting position would indicate. So that might be the cork in the bottle, so to speak. Fran Hidalgo's still a little bit out of position. Vic Vega as well. That's about it. Gunnar Ricks getting very close to Joe Senna. And of course, there's a couple of rocket ships that are still further back, such as Gunnar Ricks. But also, I'd be looking at Yuri Kratachvil and Rene Ermer to make a fair amount of progress that they have yet to make in their comebacks. Ricks around the outside of Joe Senna. Ooh, that is bold. That was a bold overtake by the German. And he gets the job done. Kratachvil on the back of Vic Vega, and behind him, that is the aforementioned Rene Ermer. Oof. Yuri is battling with this car every turn, it just seems. There is... whatever setup he has done, oh boy. Oh, the wiggle. I think Vega was trying to let him pass that whole time, and he wanted the... oh no! Very late on the brakes. And Yuri's off the track. By the way, Rene Ermer overtaking both of them as a result. Moves from 14th to 12th. And next on his list will be Fran Hidalgo. Ooh, I like that livery in the background there with the camo style yellow and blue. Looks nice.
It's the Briscoe ST car.
Inside, Frings looking for a move on Vic Vega. Door is closed for now. Yuri right behind them, along with Ricardo Costa. And then the white car of Ricardo Gomes. Further up the field, that is Krizbitsky. Looking to displace the aforementioned Mazeman. Who, like I said, is still a little bit out of position, but seems to be doing okay. Not dropping like a stone. Ermer with the move there on Hidalgo, moving up into 11th place. Komorowski is also up 10 places to 5th place, which is insane, but Adam's weird. So someday I need to resurrect the Racer's Corner and get Adam on, because I want to ask questions about why his qualifying is doo-doo. and his race pace seems to always be better.
He's a sandbagger.
I have questions. I have concerns. Well, no, he's not. He's not doing the Max Simmons. The Max Simmons is like sandbag to get yourself into a lower division. Adam doesn't do that. Just doesn't seem to have like. He just doesn't seem to have the talent of any kind of hot lapping ability. And Ricardo Gomes slipping through there. And he's routinely a guy who qualifies, I don't know, 4 or 5 places behind where he actually finishes. And, like, you know, I can relate to that to a certain degree. You know, I'm not a great hot lapper myself. As one of the cars getting very wide there, and some spots being picked up as a result. I think that was Ricardo Costa.
Are you particularly good at lukewarm lapping?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, that would be a description for it. Oh no! Stefan Fring's hitting more problems. But like with me, it's like I'll make up. I'm like not like the delta of Komorowski's race pace and qualifying pace is maybe the greatest I've ever seen.
Yuri, does Yuri just have like a sack of badgers loose in his car? What's going on there?
Well, I mean, first there is the Czech internet part that has to be discussed, which is, you know, not good. And yeah, his car does not seem to have any grip today. That thing is throwing up all kinds of crabbing issues.
I think it's just a sack of badgers.
And it was there on like corner 1 because again I reviewed the incident where he got the penalty, and his car started that way. It's not like it's damaged. It's just like that. His setup is maybe a little bit too hot lappish and not enough consistency, not enough stability. Got a Rix up on the tail of Berger Maisman, looking to make the move there for 7th place, and does it. Maisman not making that too hard at all. Speaking of Adam Komorowski, since we were talking about him earlier, there he is in the pink and white Neapolitan car.
It's the accordion.
Tracked by the accordion Krasminski.
Oh God!
And Yuri getting a little physical with Fran Hidalgo and taking 12th place. Ribeiro on the tail of Henrik Andreasen, who is rear gunning for his good buddy Tobias Thierolf. Or at least they've been teammates in the past, so I assume that they're buddies. I could be wrong. There's a guy on one of my endurance racing teams that I wouldn't describe as my buddy at all. Someone once said that. It's like, isn't he your buddy? No. He's an asshole.
And have him shipped to Antarctica covered in Vaseline and nothing else.
But endurance racing doesn't necessarily have your pick of like chemistry people necessarily.
What about biochemistry?
It's Yuri off again. I can't say I'm surprised, given again we were discussing the sack of badgers in the car earlier. So Ribeiro did get past Andreasen. I don't think either we completely missed that on screen or I just was talking about something else. These are equally possible. But that has put the Portuguese driver up into 2nd place. Ricardo Costa and Vic Vega having a good little scrap. And that's Fran Hidalgo in behind them after he's had some misfortune.
Miss who?
Misfortune.
Mademoiselle Fortune.
There's a League of Legends joke in that.
I was thinking you were going to make it.
Not really sure how lewd I want to get it with the whole thing, because Misfortune is a very lewd character.
That sounds pretty cool. So my cat almost adopted 2 dogs the other day.
I heard this.
It was kind of funny. Anybody who doesn't know, you check the Recipe Room channel on Discord to see photographic evidence of things. But Martin came up with his wife and their 2 basset hounds, and made dinner, and we hung out. And the dogs quickly adopted my home as their home. My cat was vaguely concerned for about 10 minutes, and then realized they're short and they can't get them, so he didn't give a fuck.
They're short and not agile is really, I think, what the problem.
Yeah. And near the end of the evening, he was down on the floor, hanging out, playing with toys with Martin's wife. And
Got a Ritz going down the inside of Adam Komorowski. Hate to object or interject, but overtake for 6th place happening. And we lost Krasminski from the race.
No, not Krasminski.
Continue.
He's my favorite. Yeah, at the end of the evening, he was down on the floor playing with toys, and Churchill, one of Martin's basset hounds, who loves cats, was watching from about 3 or 4 feet away, just like, I want to play, and he kept getting told no. Pretty funny.
The goose was not quite that comfortable.
Yeah, every time he came within like about 3 feet, my cat was ready to back up, and I couldn't tell if he was going to run away or just beat the snot out of him. No!
It's Ricardo Costa in the tire wall.
Beverage Mobile, no.
Doesn't look like anyone else was involved. Yuri is also off the track, which I hate to say it, but I'm not shocked. Yuri, I don't know what it is. If it's just an internet connection, obviously there's not a lot you can do about that. But if it's anything else, this race maybe needs to be a learning moment for the methodology of setting up your car.
I mean, they're in Dubai. He probably has a massive camel spiders just piling out of the glove carbon.
And a armor going past James Butler. Butler will not give up terribly easily. And he is, in fact, going to get back ahead. But Ermer still working it. Fran Hidalgo with a quick flip around.
Like a pancake?
A little bit. I mean, I understand these cars are not the easiest to control to begin with because they're Porsches. Oh, that's Yuri off again.
No!
And this track, like I said, has a lot of dusty surface area and is very, very hard to control, especially in side-by-side combat. But it does seem like Yuri is having more of a rough time than the drivers we were used to seeing him battle with are having. I say this purely for constructive advice purposes.
Are we used to, in fact, seeing him battle against Burt Reynolds on the highway?
Well, I would suspect not. The age would suggest that was not really a thing.
Mr. Kratochville, if you are indeed listening, I would recommend you watching an American cinematic masterpiece called Smokey and the Bandit and its sequel. Mm-hmm. It'll teach you all you need to know about racing and ladies.
I totally had not realized over the years that Wilson from House was in Driven.
Oh, really?
It hit me when you get your YouTube recommendation scenes, and I got the coin scene from Driven. Those who have seen the movie know what I'm talking about. Those who have not seen the movie, do it. It's a fun time. Like it's a fun movie. I'm not gonna say it's a good movie, but it's a fun movie. And they're in the thumbnail, like, wait a minute, that's Wilson. A young Wilson, but a Wilson nonetheless.
If you confuse Driven with Drive, you're in for a wildly different experience.
That's true.
Wildly different.
If you're looking for Driven, it's the IndyCar / car. Oop, that's Burger Mazeman having a little bit of a moment here off track. It's the movie about Champ Car. Or kart, or IndyCar, whatever phrase you're more comfortable with referring to it as. And it's got Sylvester Stallone, and it's got Burt Reynolds. That was part of why I got on this tangent. It's got Til Schweiger, and I honestly do not remember the star of the film's name. He didn't do a lot of other things.
I believe it's Chris Hemsworth.
It is not. I mean, I believe Stallone gets the top billing, but the Kip Pardue is the
Kip
actor.
Sabian.
Am I incorrect? Kip Pardue has just like a massive career? Not really. I mean, he's not in nothing. He's in Remember the Titans. He is Ronnie Bass, aka Sunshine.
Oh yeah, Sunshine.
But he doesn't have a particularly stacked career. He was in House.
If you're in House, that means you're probably on all the CSI shows as well.
Brent Mason in the episode Forever. I honestly do not recall what episode that is.
That means you're gonna have to rewatch every single episode.
Well, I mean, he was brothers with Wilson in the Driven movie, so like I'm kind of interested to see how they interact in House. I suspect he was, you know what he might be. He might be the. You remember the episode where there was a knight that gets really sick?
No.
Like he works at a Renaissance fair. He's a knight. He gets really sick. Turns out he's on steroids. That might have been Kip Pardue. That might be the episode. Joe Senna trying to get 7th or 6th place off of Adam Komorowski. Komorowski is falling back, but he's doing a commendable job of holding on to position and not making mistakes. Even though he is still 9 positions ahead of where he started.
Mike, we need to issue an immediate, maybe not a retraction, that's not what a correction in the article we were composing verbally. We're talking about the Driven 2001, not the Driven 2018 movie.
Oh. No, there was a Driven 2018 movie.
Yeah, it's about the DeLorean.
Oh. No. Okay, so this is the Driven 2001 film. Sylvester Stallone. It's about cart. There you go.
Yes. Also, yeah. So we're not talking about the 2018 biographical comedy thriller starring Jason Sudeikis, Lee Pace, Judy Greer, Michael Kolditz is in it. Who else we got here?
Was it Cudlitz?
Cudlitz could be Cudlitz. Yeah, you're probably right. And Corey Stoll
was looking to overtake Ricardo Gomes, who had a little spin there.
Maybe. Oh, I should.
The following drivers appear in Driven. Just to finish everything off here, we have Mario Andretti, Jacques Villeneuve, Juan Pablo Montoya, Jean Alesi, Adrian Fernandez, Mark Blundell, Roberto Moreno, Kenny Breck, Tony Kanaan, Mauricio Guzlem, Max Pappas with the famous Max Pappas' airborne scene, which happened in real life, and they utilized it in the movie. Joe Sen with the overtake there. Paul Tracy, Dario Franchitti, Alex Barron, and apparently Michel Jourdain Jr. was in the film, but his scene got deleted. So,
fair enough.
That's a little bit better.
You said Guzlem?
Guzelman.
Guzelman. So Bob and I are hanging out. We're doing grocery shopping today, and if you haven't heard the saga of the TV, I'll tell you about it someday. I've told Mike, but I'm talking to people out there in commentary land. There's quite a saga of the TV, and anyway, long story short, they now have a 1080p TV, and they're loving life watching high definition baseball. And they watch a lot of Blue Jays. And she told me that Guzman pitched a really good game yesterday. I about lost my brain and removed several organs. She met Gossman. Please do not give me PTSD back to the days of Juan Guzman throwing the ball 3 rows deep behind Pat Borders. That will send me around the bend.
So, final thought on the Driven movie. I am a little bit surprised.
Which Driven movie?
I'm a little bit surprised that Mark Blundell and Mauricio Guzman appear in the film. And the reason I say that is because their cars, their liveries, their helmets, etc., are the two that are being driven by Kip Pardue and Sylvester Stallone. Like they're kind of being replaced in the season, as it were. So it's a bit weird that they are still in the film.
So to recap, we're talking about the movie Driven.
Yes.
Not the movie Driven.
Oh, Fran, that car.
And also, we're not talking about the movie Drive.
True.
Although, if you get any of that wrong, let us know and we can have a conversation about how hilarious the outcome was.
I think we've been very specific about the movie we're actually referring to. Renee, I remember making me a move on Adam Komorowski there for 7th place. Komorowski still quite a bit ahead of where he started, but is finally starting to get gobbled up by the field. Honestly, he might be able to hold this spot. There's no more like hard chargers behind him. Like there are people who outqualified him, looking at you, James Butler, and a couple other people, Stefan Frings, for example, I'm pretty sure did. But like they're in his like wheelhouse now. We've also lost Ricardo Costa and Yuri Kutachvili. So we are down to 16 cars with half the race to go. Actually, a little bit more. On board with Franks.
I'm now equipping myself with both Drivens to go along with Drive. They will sit there next to each other, and I will laugh.
There is a moment in the Driven movie, and I was watching this in theaters for the record, where I just burst out laughing.
Is it when the brain, come on, it's a mundane object, the manhole covers go flying through the air, and then the skirt goes flying through the air?
That was just ridiculous. You know, that's not my type of humor. No, it was... So during the race, there are like just random like real life racing footage thrown in there, obviously, with including like commentary from a voiceover. And there was a moment where it's like Paul Tracy and Michael Andretti get together in the pit lane. I'm like, yeah, that would happen. Stefan Friggs trying to go around the outside of Ricardo Gomes, but he's being held off for now. Let's see, how's Hibero doing? About 4.5 seconds behind Tobias Thirolf. So certainly not a safe lead, but also, you know, comfortable. That's the word I would use.
I enjoy comfort.
There's Rene Ermer running in 7th place. Next on his list is Joe Senna. He qualified in 3rd, of course, so theoretically faster than Senna, Ricks, Edmonds, and Andreasen, but I would say they're also probably not much slower. I think he will get Senna. I think he will get Senna eventually. He's only 4/10 behind him with 29 minutes to go. So I would say that there is a good chance. But overtaking here is tough just because of that dust off line. Kind of need to force the car ahead of you to make a mistake for it to be a clean overtake, as opposed to the ability to get to make your opportunities. So Byron, the simulation, the fight sim has created someone who may at some point come for your head.
Is it literally somebody nicknamed the Headhunter?
No. So he is a heavyweight by the name of Kyle Holmes.
Kyle
is giving him the nickname C4, and his power rating is higher than your brother's.
God dang, all right.
He will be taking some heads.
Is he a grappler? Because that would be very funny.
No, he's. I wouldn't really classify him as anything, to be honest. Like his technical skills are they are not good. So he's very raw. He's very young though. He's only like 23. So improvements can be made. But I would, if I were to compare him to somebody existing in UFC lore, it's honestly he's kind of like the white Derek Lewis would be kind of where I would go with that.
All right.
Like the obvious like nuclear option, but like not really good.
Somehow he is once more victorious.
I mean, it's not somehow. If you want the most confusing UFC fighter of all time in terms of getting wins, dear audience, it would be most confusing. Let me think here. I'll come up with a good one
here. Jake Shields winning any fight. No one's
Jake Shields was a really good grappler.
I don't really believe that.
He's quite good. I mean, he survived for a long time with Demi Mai on the ground. I think we have to admit that he's good.
I suppose.
Also, pure cheating would be part of it. Oh, James Butler gets a little too much of the curb.
Oh boy, it's a big smoke screen.
And that appears to have been a lapped car getting through, so he's still looks like he's going to rejoin in 9th place. So no loss of position. And Frings is still trying to get past Ricardo Gomes, whose namesake was vanquished by Byron in the Super Hulk turn. There you go. All comes full circle.
Destruction.
I'm going to take a wild stab in the dark as Frings goes down the inside and gets the job done. That our driver, Ricardo Gomes, does not look like the fighter that the sim created named Ricardo Gomes, because
possibly not.
My visual image of that particular Ricardo Gomes was Ricardo Moraes, aka the Mutant.
They all must fall in the round I call, because I get bored and I don't get paid by the round, goddammit.
That's true.
They do not pay me, but I'm in it. I'm here to win. I'm here to get paid. I'm here to get championships.
You know what? All right, here we go. Here's my pick, and I want to be clear that like I'm not trying to dog this fighter too much because I like him. I'm a fan. Dan Hardy getting a title shot at welterweight. That has got to be the most random thing.
I think he's the only one left. Dan Hardy was the only one left.
But like even then, it's like, how did you even beat Mike Swick?
He was the only one left. He was on a hot winning streak. They were doing a car. Didn't they fight in England, or am I wrong about that?
No. It was. They got down to the point where it was like him or Mike Swick for the title shot. They put him together, and he knocked out Swick.
Yeah.
And that's how he got the title shot. But it was like, you look at Dan Hardy's like actual skills, and it's like, this guy should not be fighting for a UFC title at any point.
He's a good all-around fighter, had good power. That's about it. He didn't really excel anywhere. Mm-hmm. Except in the Mohawk part.
Oh, morbid apathy. Had him up with that. Joe Senna going off the track, getting a slowdown penalty, but he does retain the position. Should be mentioned, Senna clearly does have a messed up front end. His car is misshapen, and that might explain why he's had a little bit of a struggle today, although he's running in 6th place. So, like, when I say struggle, I use that term very loosely. Oh, we lost Ricardo Gomes!
Oh, Ricardo.
And we're down to 15 cars as a result. He'd finally he'd finally lost his battle with Stefan Frings. I guess that was it.
You know what? I guess if your name's Ricardo, you're just not able to finish races.
That's true today. We had 2 Ricardos, and they are both sitting on the sidelines. On board with Rene Edelman. Still trying to find his way past Joe Senna. And up ahead of them, that is a lapped car. That is Vic Vega, if I were to stab a guess. So So I think Vic and Henrik are the two running that livery, and you're not lapping Henrik. He's in third place. Looking down the inside. This could be a good opportunity. Very close together. Senna tries to close the door. Irmer's down the inside, though. That will turn to the inside for Senna, though. And, oh, Senna loses the back end. Well, that will put Irmer through. And as well as Adam Komorowski. Should be able to hold off James Butler, who I was going to say is going to appear in the rear view right there. Well, the gap at the front is closing. Hibeiro's got the gap down to about 3 seconds to Thierolf, but it is still Thierolf leading from Hibeiro. Andreasen, Edmonds, Ricks, Irmer, Komorowski, Senna, Butler, and Mazeman, your top 10. And then outside of that, you still have Frings, Hidalgo, Foster, Vega, and Morbid Apathy. Stifling a burp that whole time.
Mr. James Butler currently figuring out how he can turn this into a bicycle.
Is that a pretty decent race?
I was just kind of making reference to the fact that, you know, he rides
tries to turn everything into a bicycle.
I mean, he is a fan of the bicycling. I have heard it recently put, an acoustic motorcycle.
I see.
It made me laugh. It is accurate.
A little bit. That is a very, very messed up car right there. In Hidalgo. I imagine Foster will be through fairly quickly. I can't imagine that car is handling as it's supposed to.
You think Mr. Hidalgo listens to Horse with No Name on repeat?
Could be.
Anybody who's not seen the movie Hidalgo, go do that shit. It's a good time. Welcome to the movie podcast that happens to involve racing.
Looks like the camera is going to love Mr. Foster for a moment here. Gap at the front is still closing. It's down to under 2 seconds between Hibeiro and Thierolf. So imagine if Thomas had not spun the car. We could have been in for a very interesting fight. Foster and Hidalgo allowing somebody to lap them. I think that is... Actually, that might be, I think that's Rene Irmer who went through. If memory serves, he is the one driving that livery. All right, Vic Vega around the outside of Hidalgo. Overtook Foster as well. So Foster has gotten stuck behind Hidalgo and has lost out to Vic Vega as a result.
I heard he stabbed a guy.
What, Vic Vega?
Maybe.
Could be.
I heard it was with a muffler.
I mean, when you're played by Michael Madsen in a Tarantino movie, I feel like your things are gonna happen. Oh, that's very off track, friend. Well, that'll let Foster through finally. Joe Senna's still hanging on despite the obvious damage to the front of his car. And there is the battle for the lead. The LRC construction car of Hibero trying to hunt down Tobias Thierolf, whose car I don't think we've ever gotten a good look at to tell what is a sponsor.
I believe it's just literally...
Go fast?
Meat. Big old hunks of meat. Michael, I think we should immediately purchase bigoldhunksofmeat.com as a domain.
I see.
Well, boy.
It's Henrik Andreasen with a spin, and that might open the door for Martin Edmonds to try to put some pressure on for third place. We'll have one more round after this as everybody will pack up and head back to China for Zhejiang Circuit. That'll be coming up on September the 13th, which is tomorrow as we're recording this.
Correct. That's my brother's birthday.
Grand Prix layout, 30-minute races times 2.
My brother's birthday is tomorrow. My dad's birthday is on Monday.
Oh.
And on Sunday, we go have fried chicken.
Oh.
Ordinarily, I would be doing brisket, but my dad just got all like new teeth implants, and it's been like over a year in the making. My dad wants fried chicken. We won't have fried chicken. Fried chicken, taters and gravy.
Well, that was given.
Yeah. I don't know. Corn on the cob. Gonna have corn on the cob. And I just cut the tip of my tongue on an ice cube. Fantastic. I am the best.
You are amazing.
It's like a paper cut though, so it hurts, but it's not serious.
Yep. No, I have never done that on an ice cube, but I've done it on other things.
Well, my ice maker makes those bullet cubes.
Okay.
It's not really a cube at all. And they, by nature of the fact that they are kind of hollow in the middle, sometimes they melt weird.
Gotcha.
And you get kind of a cool edge, like a badminton shuttlecock. Be sure to everybody join us
within the last quarter of the race here.
No.
And you see the gap for the lead before your own eyes. It's 6 to 7 tenths of a second. The barrow's all over Thierolf. They are catching up to... I'm gonna guess that's morbid apathy for a lapping. And he kindly moves out of the way. You know, I'm being honest with everybody here. There's been an NGK chicane at Nürburgring for years and years and years, and I did not know what NGK was, and now I do. they apparently make spark plugs.
Very nice.
Because of the sponsorship signs here at Dubai. Learn something new every day.
Yep. I knew that. You could ask me.
I honestly did not care.
That is fair.
That chicane can go F itself in the B. It's killed me multiple times. There's like two turns at Nürburgring that actually like terrify me in terms of getting them right. It's the Schumacher S's and it's the NGK chicane. As Gunnar Ricks has a little flip around. But he won't lose any positions. Might have damaged the tires a little bit, though. Okay, that's not technically true. The Mercedes Arena at Nürburgring is a very dangerous section, but it's a very dangerous section when you're around other cars. If you're just hot lapping, it's actually really easy. It's just like the section of the track that everybody wants to make an overtake, so there's always somebody doing something stupid.
Correct. Michael, who you got? Canelo Alvarez or Terrence Crawford?
Canelo.
Why?
Because.
Fair enough.
I honestly haven't really given any like super technical thought on the matter or anything.
I mean, the factors at play are that Terrence Crawford's coming up like 2 weight classes.
Yeah, that's
and he's
what I'm getting at is the size for Canelo should be a deciding factor, in my opinion. I know Canelo has not looked as good in recent times. It does seem like he's on the downturn portion of his career, but I still think that he's like one of the best boxers in the world. And if you're going to give up a bunch of size to him, you're probably going to lose to him.
That seems fair. He is used to getting hit by much larger people.
Barrow looking for the move, but he tucks back it.
And Bud Crawford is largely, as I hear him, I've seen him fight more than a couple times, but I never really noticed it until people started pointing out that he's not really mobile. Mm-hmm. Like, he's fast. He's fast as hell. And he's definitely
got great hand speed, not necessarily great foot speed.
Yeah, exactly. And
the barrel looking down the inside.
I'd never noticed before.
And should have this. And he does. Yeah, if you were like asking me who's the better boxer, it's Crawford at this point in their careers. It's just that Canelo is the delta in talent between the two does not compensate for the size.
That is fair. And to follow that question up, who you got, Inoue or Ahmed Aliyev?
Inoue.
Fair enough. If anybody is perhaps in the commentary booth a semi-degenerate gambler, might want to throw $20 on Ahmed Aliyev.
Hand in the air. Hand in the air. Degenerate gambler right here.
Might want to throw $20 on Ahmed Aliyev. He is a southpaw. He throws a mean left hook. Inoue has been dropped 3 times in his career with big left hooks. Never been finished, but
who you got in the UFC card there? Diego Lopez or Jean Silva?
I never really was a big fan of White Bear, so I don't think he's
wrong. Jean Silva.
Hold on. My instinct is to go with Lopez. Or as my Cuban brethren call him, Mr. Lopes. Jean Lord Silva. Currently undefeated with a record of 16-2. Oh, right. He was the guy who ninja choked the shit out of Bryce Mitchell. That was hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of action going on here. I'm still more inclined to go with Diego based on track record.
More of an apathy with a little bit of an off.
But Jean Purple Bear Silva, possibly pretty good too.
I'm going with Silva. I think that there is like a really good path to victory for Lopez. I just do not in any way trust him to fight me.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Because it's not how he usually fights.
to be fair, Diego's only ever lost to world champions like Yves Loev and Joe Anderson Brito.
The thing is Joe Anderson Brito kind of is a lot like Johnson.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of similarities there.
I don't know. It's just that it is. I'm leaning towards Diego based on the fact that he's fought a lot more sort of named dudes.
No, it's totally fair. I'm not like it's. I think the betting odds for that fight are like plus 150 or minus 150 plus 200 something like that. It's like it's definitely you could justify picking either one. There's only I'm gonna say maybe 2 fights on the card that I think can't really be debated.
And that is that young lightweight Kevin Gastelum.
No, that one's up for a lot of debate, honestly.
What?
He blew weight again. Jesus Christ.
Just fight at 205, you fat bastard.
Joe sent out on the other board. Well, the thing is, he had never missed at 185 before. It was like no one. Everyone's like, yeah, okay, he can't miss at 185, can he? Yep, apparently can.
And Mike is spending all the money on your boy Dushko.
No. I am picking him to win that fight, but I'm not betting on it. He's too big of a favorite to be like. Okay, all right. We were talking about fighters who like are in the UFC while being bad and not good at anything. Daniel Medina is the poster child of that. that dude is tough as a $2 steak, and he has cardio. That is all he's got. He's got heart and cardio. Whoa!
Damage.
That was James Butler missing the turn and briefly finding himself in 7th place, but having to give those spots back. So, picking Todorovic to win, but no, there is no fight you can make with Todorovic at minus 300 to minus 400 that I would bet on him. That's not. He's too bad of a fighter to be comfy with that. Thing is, Dusko could be a decent fighter if it wasn't for the fact that he had developed the absolute wrong style for his physicality, like at an early point. He was like, so for those who don't know, he's a Serbian fighter, and the Serbian MMA scene sucks. We'll go with that.
Wow,
it's bad.
Wow.
And Todorovic is like this slightly above average athletic dude, and he developed a style that was like, I'm gonna be the big athlete. And he gets to the UFC and it's like, you're not. It just keeps getting clonked.
To go back to the Ahmed Aliev is currently plus 630.
Oh boy.
For a guy who might have the lethal weapon.
That's too odd.
I'm in a way mega fan, but even I recognize that this might there is a chance that this is the kryptonite fight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so, but if you're gonna put $20 on somebody,
no, those odds I'd be looking at it.
That's on a very popular betting website that is not Giraffe Kings. It's the other one.
No, if he's got plus odds like that, he's probably got plus odds similar to that everywhere.
Yeah,
I'd imagine whatever betting site you're looking at probably has him at plus 550 to maybe plus 700. Oh, Martin Edmonds. He had just taken 3rd place away from Hendricks. I wonder if that was a dive bomb gone wrong, or if that was a side by side where he got bolted out. He didn't ask for it to be reviewed by the stewards, so I can't say much. Hendrick re-inherits 3rd place as a result, as well as Ricks and Ermer moving up a spot. And Edmonds is still off the track. What's going on here, Martin?
He's probably stopped for some ribs.
Losing out to Komorowski, Senna, Butler. He's still off track. What? I kind of want the camera to get over there to see what is What is going on?
Odds
My actual theory, since I'm the semi-professional of this commentary team, he's retiring. I'm gonna go with wheel failure.
Possibly. He didn't tell me one way or the other, or maybe he did. I don't remember.
Around the outside here for Senna against Komorowski.
I do remember he had he did have a hardware failure. I just don't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, hardware failure of some kind, which caused him to go off the track. Probably tried fixing it and was unable to.
He did mention it while he was here. I don't think he got specific.
Oh, Komorowski gives Senna the shove.
Oh boy,
Joe. Report that shit. Send that into the stewards, sir.
My goodness.
Okay, I see why he's not doing it. Adam's waiting for him. Okay, that's good sportsmanship. Still bad driving, Adam. So you get a high five for sportsmanship, but you also do get a kick in the nuts.
Square in the knees. Bet365 has Ahmed Aliyev at plus 650. A draw is currently around plus 2,500. That ain't happening. Somebody going home.
Yeah.
Somebody going home on the long walk. Or, long cart drag. No one's really sure.
All right. Irmer's on the tail of Gunnar Ricks. This looks like the only real battle we have on offer. Hibeiro's got a comfy lead over Theorolf. Andreasen is absolutely on his own. He's 35 seconds behind Theorolf and 19 seconds out of this battle, so he's good. He just has to get it to the end. Butler's pretty much on his own. Senna's pretty much on it. Senna versus Komorowski may not be over. It's about 2 seconds, but I don't know. Meisman might be able to get something done, but that's about it. So
yours, man.
I think we're riding to the end with Rene Irmer and Gunnar Ricks. That is my thought.
You are now rocking with the best.
Battle for 4th place. And this is pretty important because these two guys have been kind of battling over the best of the rest. They're not in the championship fight, but they're fighting over 3rd place basically in the championship. Now they wouldn't be if Ribeiro was more regular with his attendance, because Thomas has only started 3 races, and this would be his 3rd victory. So I think everybody should be pretty happy that he's very part-time in this series. Seems to have a sizable advantage over the field in this particular car, and he's a good racer in any car. Basically, I'd say if Thomas Ribeiro shows up to a race, and it doesn't matter what the car is, he's competing for a podium. And it seems like these cars particularly suit him over the long run. He's not necessarily blindingly fast lapping, but it does seem like he's able to corral what is a difficult car to keep under control for the entire race.
I mean, it seems pretty easy. You just put an elastic band around the one half of the steering wheel, put a brick on the gas pedal, and you're good.
That's not going to work.
Oh, that's NASCAR.
Ladies and gentlemen, do not actually take Byron's driving advice.
Sorry. Too much NASCAR.
And it looks like this is the point where Martin is in camera control. It's the only good thing about Martin getting DNFing from the race. We get the Martin camera control. So Ribeiro has taken the checker flag, as has Theorolf. I don't think Andreasen quite has yet. No, he probably has, because it's the last turn. And it is going to be Gunnar Rex bringing it home in 4th place ahead of Rene Irmer. Rene probably a little bit let down by having started in 3rd place. and ending up down here. But he got fouled. He got dive bombed, and it put him back. James Butler with a very solid outing, coming home in 6th place. Had some misadventures, but gets the job done. Joe Senna in 7th, ahead of Adam Komorowski. Berger Meisman makes his debut with a 9th place, and Stefan Rings picking up 10th spot. And congratulations to Vic Vega, Andy Foster, Fran Hidalgo, and Morbid Apathy for just getting around to seeing that checkered flag.
You have won at life. You have defeated the darkness.
Heading into the final round of the championship, it is Habero versus Andreasen for the title. Thierold versus Andreasen for the title. 145 to 134 is the point totals for both of them, so an 11-point gap. Gunnar Ricks is 3rd on 84 points. Rene Ermer on 82. Thomas Habero on 80. Again, if he would, just attend more rounds, he'd be higher up. Joe Senna, 69. Timo Konieczny, 66. James P. Butler, 58. Martin Edmonds, 54. And Josiah Jerome was not here today, 44. That's before penalties were added. I don't think anyone in the top 10 got any penalties. I could be mistaken. No, it was Krasmitsky, Kratachville, and Costa who got penalties. So no one terribly high up to impact things. Also, if I'm not very much mistaken, and I may be, that is Morbid Apathy's first ever point scoring effort in the ESR race. So congratulations.
Nice. Well done.
Picking up P14, and that's good for 6 points.
Stick to it if this pays off.
Indeed it does. Byron, do you have any final thoughts?
Everybody go listen to the album Play by Moby. It was very good, and I'd forgotten all about it until recently.